like Gam, but scarier, you know? I mean,
but younger, more youthful.
That's it. It's the age it has to do with it, isn't it? There was so much story about Histo and Dyer coming in.
This side of the map, though, are they going to go for the dive? Busio's already kind of exiting here, so are they going to try and just sacrifice the Scion, get the zombie?
They're going to try at the very least. Whippo instant flash, double matches over back into the turret. Histo gets out because Eddie was tanking for the time being first blood to the Whales.
Super good juggle of tower aggro there. And even though the zombie gets a couple of extra punches in, nice dive from TSW.
Kobe, I see a monkey up in the top lane with Inspired nearby, half the way to level 6 as well when he becomes useful. There's Dyer with the ulti on quad. Gets some good damage off here with the twofold hex, and in the end, it's not bad, but that's an ulti down while TSW were covering for the fact they were starting the Dragon. Yeah. Dyer just on the edge here, spotting out Inspired, who was on a ward. Quick side note, by the way. While we are talking about jungle matchup, you can see
Hex flash coming
more importantly. We'll talk about that in a second. Busio interrupt. Oh no! Dyer sent back not once but twice. But now with the trample and pulverize in the air, the chain CC is beautifully clean from FlyQuest.
Yeah, really nice combo, honestly, there from Busio. So Inspired is level 6, and he did go back and get his Sheen. So they should be able to secure at least one for themselves. Quad, though.
Can just get out. Hero is passing through mid. He'll get poked out, but not much to say about that until grubs continue to be started. Histo just comes back for round 2. And Inspired didn't get a smite on one, nor did he get one low. There's going to be at least 2, maybe even 3, as Masu has to get out. No mana. And TSW just whittle their way back in at a new angle to secure the rest.
Yeah, good timing for TSW. Inspired doesn't have enough time to try and burst one down and steal one away with this smite. And so they get all 3 some combat. But FlyQuest are looking to scale again.
Wait, okay, we get an ulti. Histo in response well. Supremus plays fantastic with the shuffle. He's under 3 in the end. Dyer has to run out, but he's been exhausted as he flashes away. It's his only means of escape as Busio still wants to headbutt into Pulverize, a combination that is going to be destroyed with Quad rolling in after the fact, but no one's burning anything. But again, the timing's big, isn't it? I'm glad you mentioned that because he's going to be late here with Profane Hydra on Kiana. It's fast. Meanwhile, FlyQuest are looking towards the top side. TP defensively as Quad runs away from the Between Worlds. A good slide out, but even with the TP up, Dragon's already done. Hero's just covering bases, and it's good objective game from Team Secret Wales so far.
Dyer, I mean, what kind of plays are they cooking up here? Because nobody else can teleport in, so he's just running for the minions.
He really wants the minions, so Whippo ultis him at melee range. Dyer decided to come back in. Whippo has taken a couple of turret shots, but look at his health. He can do this again as he gets the plate and looks for the re-engage and takes down Dyer. Easy as pie for Whippo on the tank.
Hysterics, I was trying to cook up what is the idea behind this play. No. Sometimes you just are not allowed. Not allowed.
That's a big loss as well. Quad was already getting top turret. Whippo is getting teleported on in means of Hex Gates here by Taki, but he's found on his flanking angle, goes back into pit. And it's not like there's a dragon or anything here. The next objective spawns topside.
Currently just split pushing on bottom side, and he has no teleport, so I assume he's just going to continue pushing, and the rest of FlyQuest are posturing.
Just leave it. They're not contesting any of these objectives, and maybe it's just smart play as Busio, never mind, finds a pick, sends it in his Spide's waiting arms. The great display of talent is great as well, though, with the grasp in. Hero has brought the plate to its knees. Team Secret Wales will match the fight even after Busio thought he found a pick. Again, they're going to send it forward into Histo, but it's only the 2 of them drawn back in. Histo flashes. Oh! Masu flashes into the team. Taki gets out as well. The gumption on that Haiti carry is insane as Quad comes in to save the day, but Busio's close to dying. Now Quad's in threat as well. The burst so much from Team Secret Wales, and FlyQuest got bored and said, we need to fight. Quad to stand here. Histo comes from a new angle, drops the Herald. Quad retreats, and Fly is still in this brush. They haven't started yet. Trying to bait them in, and the lure eventually works. Taki's the one to tank it up as Whippo goes forward as well. Again, good poke damage as ult melee range. Hero has to ult in response, and it's Judgment Day for someone if he can get them in a 1v1, but it's only Whippo. Meanwhile, Dyer flashes forward, sets himself up. It's a good ulti, but he now jumps into the hole of FlyQuest. Quad with his dying breath gets an ulti off. Flash away from any from Whippo, but the back to front is in full effect, and FlyQuest are getting the fight they want. Baiting them in was the right call, because the Whales always come.
And that's going to be Otacon as well. That was Dragon. The idea from TSW is good. They're trying to fight WoW. You know, Inspired is taking the Dragon, so...
do it again! Decimating smash. Masu going to step up to this one as well. Valkyrie on top of his, flash from Quiver, not to get caught. Masu will get the kill. The slow onto Taki for it.
Yeah, FlyQuest definitely used to handling this type of game, and they are going to stack objective on top of objective. How they're going to go for the engage. And they get the Aurora ultimate on both Masu as well as Quad, and then they follow up. Eddie ults in, tries to burst down Quad, but as he goes down, already mentioned, with Flash and their own peel, it's going to be hard. But the rest of it here is going to, I mean, Bwipo's just straight walking through the brush, forcing people off the map at the moment. Teleport comes in, here we go. This is going to be another attempt.
It's on a ward though, so Bwipo knows to reposition. Quad's just going to send it back. Hero can isolate a target, but his team's not there. Quad will jump in first, waiting for the shuffle, and there it is, the knockup. No ult used! Hero... As an Australian, I had to Google what that was, Kirby.
Yeah, it's just another way of saying didn't answer.
Yeah. Maybe
All right,
I should know that.
Bwipo up here, though, has several attackers.
Yeah, but did you see the damage? And where is the damage on him? Okay,
it's coming
3 members. Hero decides, let's go into the Death Realm. Bwipo is surviving for now, and I might be wrong about that because I think he came out a while. It's hard to see with Mordekaiser, but a shutdown nevertheless as Bwipo takes 20 seconds to die.
Okay. Yeah, they want the objective bounty on the tower. I think that's a good call, trying to objective bounty.
They know. Onto Dire, headbutt pulverized. Busio again. What an angle found from this support. No wonder the biceps are so big. This guy's working hard.
Yep. Meanwhile, they do get the objective bounty for TSW, trying to get something back for themselves, but FlyQuest. Quad and Masu too strong here in the mid lane, especially the Azir. I mean, you could kind of consider Arm Guard the third item, so pickings. Masu and Inspire taking care of that one as we speak.
Just denying again that third dragon that long ago Team Secret Wales was setting up for. Doesn't seem like it's going to be a possibility anytime soon. Double for Fly.
Bwipo on the Scion just has to be the front line. The brick wall here marking the entryway from TSW. Masu and Busio are ready.
It's a good engage and it's a bait. They pull off of the Baron as well. Taki at half HP. Bwipo with the engage. Sets up in the choke. Dire's the only one here for TSW. A sent away again. The Supreme Display ain't that much as Taki finds himself the quickness. He wants to dance, but Fly just don't want her as Eddie. He managed to kite this one back, and it's the best fight so far as Hero. Meanwhile, outside the Baron pit, almost kills Inspired, but coming out of the realm, there's Masu waiting as he flashes over as well. Bwipo will finish the job. It's a triple for Masu, but he's Penta a bit out of reach as Eddie tries to find him in the backline. Stepping up, Masu gets a Quadra, and Dire, the Penta, has run away as FlyQuest style in a breach of a fight.
Yeah, I got a little worried when Quad kind of face planted Azir right into the middle and got hit with the Guyana ultimate, but on the kite out, FlyQuest, they get the return kills and they still get the Baron. Hysterics.
Man, I tell you what, this tank unkillable.
And Masu and Busio are absolutely, they've been outstanding here with a lot of these Busio plays, starting out the play, but Masu as well here. With the confidence on the Corki, especially like the 3v5 in mid lane.
I mean, I love
definitely
that,
fun to watch.
I love that flair that's like send it, like the Jackie Love style, right? Sometimes it can look bad, but sometimes it looks exceptional. It's that confidence here as Taki's going to TP down to bot. I think this is a flank waiting to happen, the last hurrah. But Team Secret Wales to avoid going down to that 1 and 2. It's a great ulti from Hisu. It's a claw of destruction that sets down Masu. It's a pick. It's great, but FlyQuest, they've still got Quad alive. And his hero's going to come out of that death realm with Busio running for his life. There's a turret there now standing new heaven here for FlyQuest to sit under it in the sun and land on another kill.
And FlyQuest will collect the rest of the game. They take down 4 of the 5 whales, and they're coming for the Nexus next.
For FlyQuest, it would be a big win, and it will certainly be for the NA faithful. You're looking at this team, and big expectations are met here today. With 11,000 gold in the bank, FlyQuest will hit the Nexus, and the whales weren't enough to crush the mighty Fly.
I mean, even before the Corki and Poppy, but the Corki and Poppy also round it out super nicely. You get safety for Ruler, you get the Poppy steal away, deny it from Keria, also interrupt literally every champion on T1. After topside Scuttle Crab, let's see what Canyon will do with his extra time.
Go for the invade on Raptors. Timing is close as...
Yeah, probably get the ward just there.
Yeah.
Scuttle Crab first.
Go in. First dragon of the game goes to T1.
Sion's heading up. You can look at the river here. So they're threatening the Keen ultimate. the Scion drive-by. Meanwhile, Doran is just pushing another wave. The ping comes through.
Ulti there, melee range. Keen won't get the decimating smash. Faker gets out there with the twofold hex, and or rather just the jump away. Now that that's there, Faker low on mana, so I think the message is still sent. Gen.G will, regardless, pick up 3 grubs.
Owner up towards top side. Doran is working away, trying to soften up the Scion. He does, but what is Owner going to do about this timing window? Just drops off the control ward and gets the camp timings here a little bit just to see that they are all empty.
Gen.G group on up, are having trouble entering until Carrier pops the ghost. Our first fight, you say, maybe it's there. Doran sent away with the Keeper's Verdict. Faker at half HP already gets the burst down only onto Duro. As second skin starts piling up for Guma, but Herald is already gone. T1 back off. The fight was open and then closed. Angles are important. Chovy stepping in now as well. His flash still not up and available as Herald is dropped mid, just to give a pressure point for Gen.G to play through to get this second dragon of theirs, but even the damage on the turret is going to be really impactful, especially with 3 grubs. That'll open up mid, and Dragon for T1 isn't started yet. Guma gets away. Wind becomes lightning, tags him, but there's no dive under turret as Gen.G have gotten themselves more gold in the tank to play around this dragon.
Yeah, they guarantee themselves mid priority. Now they can go try and deal with the bot side push. Keen walking the face check inside try.
He's taking some damage. Doran is pretty healthy himself though. Owner looking for an angle. Carrier as well. Blast cones denied as Guma has to try and come in. But for T1, they don't have their 80 carry. He's separated towards mid.
All right, flank around the side from Doran. Oh, Guma!
Carrier, 3-man pulverize almost. Ruler disappears as well, but Faker, as he jumps into the whole team, makes a crucial mistake. Doran now comes in, gets a flash out of Ruler. Reposition from Guma Yuji. A 5-man cyclone. Owner finds the angle, but it's too late in the fight. Gen.G have annihilated T1 as Guma runs for his life, but he's tagged once again. Gen.G have 4 members on the run, and Guma is left alone. This turret won't withstand, and it won't get a kill in return, maybe, as Chovy, no! Command, protect! Chovy survives!
And Gen.G only lose 1 player in the fight. T1 tried to flank around from 4 different angles there, Hysterics. They had Guma coming from mid lane, Doran coming from behind the dragon on T1. The draft already was looking really good for Gen.G.
Oh yeah.
The early lanes played looking really good for Gen.G. And that dragon fight as well, huge stuff now, so.
Still, the CS margin, the Trinity Force, we're now on Atacon. It feels like T1 need to try and survive this early game and get through to Gen.G somehow.
They certainly do. All right, T1, they started up, but Keen.
The angle, the flash, Duro finds a wall, and Doran can't ult to get on out. The dive-in's easy, and Canyon sets up Ruler for success.
Oh, Duro, that was beautiful. They just destroyed Doran. He's deleted, and nobody on Gen.G even has a scratch on them. Okay, Duro's got a little bit of a scratch.
All the setup again. Duro goes in deep, but Owner already getting chunked out alongside Carrier. Atacon at 5. The dive in there as Canyon once again finds a new target. Carrier burst down. The unbreakable will was finally broken. And with Redemption coming down, what do you say? A shockwave into Guma. Duro given a wall. A double for Chovy as Faker finally gets something back for T1. But Atacon just fell. There's Gen.G coming in from over the wall. Faker's got no mana to survive. His weirding isn't weird enough. And as Ruler takes him down, it's Owner tagged out by Canyon. The jungler's fighting out with Cyclone to negate the audacious charge, but once again the cooldown's up, and Canyon sends Owner packing with the rest of T1.
Gen.G are making plays, simultaneous plays, in 2 different areas at once.
It's amazing seeing the quality of this performance from Gen.G again. Restore some of the faith that maybe was lost when they dropped down to the 1-1 bracket as well. As Ruler, he's now picked up the Manamune, or rather stacked it fully. Carrier comes in, no time to talk about items as T1 look for the pick. Onto Canyon at half HP, Owner jumps in, but his ulti comes first. Canyon survives, and Doran's coming in, but interrupted. This poppy pick was a stroke of genius. There's no vindication for Guma, none for T1 here, as they are getting destroyed by the LCK champions, stamping their foot back at Worlds. Faker will disengage, but Canyon, Duro have more in the tank to flash forward. The shockwave was still available. Chovy is gapping the GOAT of League.
I think we know where this one's headed.
I do.
Hysterics. There was only one other best of one between Gen G and T1. Gen G won the previous one as well.
Just dragging down.
Shockwave.
I mean, Chovy's been super clean this game. We highlighted him for his lane, but what more do you expect? This guy's great.
All of Gen G have. Their draft was exquisite, but they have also, on top of that, executed in-game and outplayed.
Seekers in the inventory as well. 3.7K of that almost 10K gold lead is coming from mid lane.
And I do like that he went the more damage focus. You know, we have been seeing a lot of Seraphs as well on some of the Orianas, but the Horizon focus buffs as we're getting more action.
Gopgrave Carrier turns it into an engage owner as well. Cyclone a chance, but a disengage from Duro. It's Keeper's verdict kept good. Doran jumps in, maybe a chance here for T1, but with that dive comes Canyon to defend. Guma trying as hard as he can, but as he takes down Ruler, he takes down his chances of finding anything more.
Yeah, that's going to be Gen G Baron. Can they sniff out Owner? Owner here, the last one left alive.
Against the Poppy, how hard is it with the exhaust down as well? And a decimating smash from Keen. He'll send Owner back to his base one way or another. Baron's going to be taken. It'll be past 10K. And Gen G are putting the finishing touches on this best of one to keep their BO1 record exceptionally clean.
Gen G wearing purple. A pretty good, I feel like second item is a good position in the build for it, but regardless, that is not really important for this game because they are stomping regardless. Baron buff is going to allow the siege for Gen G to run right into these inhibitor towers.
T1 struggling to step up, relies on a pick, but 12,000 gold behind. They need some kind of a miracle fight. Owner's looking for that with his angle, but he's going to go over control ward shortly as he gets around the corner. Keen is soloing mid. Here comes Owner. Again, the Ambassador all followed up as well. A chance there, but the Shockwave nullifies everything. Rawler willing to Valkyrie forward. He knows this one's in the bin. Gen G are the LCK's best, and they just showed it again to T1.
And Ruler at Worlds flashing the Samsung Galaxy flare as well.
Kobe, it was well-deserved, it was well-played lanes, it was Gen G returning to form as they moved to 2-1 at Worlds 25.
Ooh, Ruler wants another championship in this game for the day, and we get some nice action-packed, real fun here. BLG has a very strong history versus G2. Shadow walking over, though, because here comes On, ghosting on the Leona with the spellbook.
Flash available as well. Lebrov already low to start off, even though the Glacial Storm's there as the zone. Missing if the Zenith Blade is good, but Dragon is down. G2 get the objective, looking to get out, but the flash from Bin up against the wall. Has them all lined up perfectly with the stun. Gorgeous, beautiful. Bin getting poked on out as Hans Summer sits behind range. Skewmon flashed in to die as he ran out. As On now on top of the 80 carry. Under turret, it'll be enough. Hans Summer gets ranged out by Knight. All in a swift blow. BLG hop in as a Realm Warp. Under turret, he's ambitious, but into a Nivea with no egg. BLG are sending it and claim the third kill. I'm worried because Knight has been the most solid player. We come back to live, and even Ben setting up plays by himself with On attached. A kill over to the support. BLG 4-0.
Knight 3-0 on Rise. That is going to be very deficit. Should be able to force it here, and they do. Wait, the teleport flank from Bin.
It's going to be late, so Dragon picked up, but maybe it happens again. Weird ult from Shadow, not a good one. With the Glacial Fissure down as well, it enables the first kill for G2. Bin now, his angle is great, but he misses the Natofo, so no slow. Stunned up, the concussive blows are re-engaged. BLG went too far. They're punished by G2. Hans the mummer of Bin with a double.
That was a terrible engage from BLG, and G2 aren't even done.
He's against the wall with an Anivir as well. The flash rocks out, the stun, the Glacial Storm layers down. Knight's going to stick around for a little bit longer, and G2 come alive.
There we go. G2 is going to be able to execute this comp after all. 2 dragons to their name. Is actually looking for one of them at the moment.
Solar Flare slows Hans Summer down. He cleanses, scared as well as Shadow comes into range. So Hans Summer down to Summoner, with the engage now following up with On as well. It's a Wind of Spider or Glacial Fissure. Either way, it's a dead ice man. Hans Summer left alone. Skewmon covering the bases, but a great pick from BLG on this 100% KP Leona.
So BLG with that, congregation of 4 people.
Wait. Bin ulted. Oh, unstoppable. The W stopped in BB. Solo kill, Binny Boy. G2 are following this up. They've got the adrenaline rush now as On is close to dying himself. Labrov sitting on the Mega Blast Cone. He'll take it under turret. Flash away. Knight matches it, punishes him. Labrov went too far and Knight caught him well. There have been some really good punishes and a really good bounce back here from the EU first seed as Broken Blade denying a whole family of minions. Look at how many going down. The turret's going to go with it as well. Again, I think we are. Cap's almost caught out. He's got the Ignivir available, and it might go down quickly as Knight has cornered him. Good flash frost as Labrov tries to get his mid laner out, but in front of 3 members of BLG, there is no resurrecting now. Knight gets the other kill to help with the True Shot Barrage. 4-1 continues to scale.
That strong. He is strong.
He's strong,
but he's not quite that strong. So anyways, back to the dragon stacking here for G2. This is going to be really early dragon stacking for them as well, because as you critically pointed out, even though the first skirmish around dragon ended up going poorly for them, they did get the objective to start it out, and so it is going to be a very early dragon soul, and no further blood, although there will be stone taken, as Knight will grab the tower for himself, and the Rise will become a problem, Hysterics. The split push for Rise later. Although it might be hard to navigate team fights, again, BLG have to be a little bit careful if they approach. Bottom side tower is already dead even before Herald. And Otacon started up. So G2 with really good positioning here. And the Otacon's getting burned down, but Caps gets engaged on.
He's got an egg, so he wants to bait it in, but as he flashes in, he gets into the Herald. The escape mitigated, though, with the Herald dropping down. Caps goes into the egg, but it's all for the Otacon. It's all here in front of G2's eyes. Caps will be the sacrificial lamb, and with a Realm Warp coming in, G2 are already away. Elk can't catch up, nor can Knight. That Herald wasn't low.
Yeah, very close, hoping that it was going to be a Herald out ticket, but even with the sacrifice and not being able to get out, still acquiring the Otacon here for G2 and that permanent power. They do still have the extra teleport on Bin, even though Knight is using his currently to get back out.
What is Shadow doing?
Dying.
He just jumped into EU, said, do you remember me? Well, now we will. On as well is going to get stunned up as G2 have found him over the wall in front as well. Knight flashes out. Shadow decided to be ambitious right in front of 5 members.
Yeah, that's going to be Dragon Soul, Hysterics. I mean, that is not the way that we envision the Dragon Soul fight going, but G2 will take it for sure. Shadow jumps, one-way ticket right over the edge there.
Soul. G2 have just taken Soul.
They're still going to go for a side lane play.
There is help from Skumon, though. Needs a little bit more than that. Broken Blade is tanky. 3 members, BLG committing a teleport as well, but Broken Blade's bought so much time. He's got Sundered Sky. He can heal up with a Hammer Shock as well as Skumon comes in. The ulti finally connects. Skumon has to pop his too, but a shutdown over tonight is a good start for BLG. Elk just pressed E over the wall, and now a new one erupts with the ice splitting between BLG, but Baron's up in a minute.
Very powerful buffs are arriving to the Rift very quickly here. Red buff is already taken. Baron arriving in 30 seconds.
Elk getting ulti? No, rather it's on to Knight. Again, the wall's up and available. Bit of Frostbite added. Flash Frost onto Elk. He cleanses. Meanwhile, the bottom side of the fight is Shadow and the rest, and On's not going to get out of that one. Realm Warp to save Knight's life. Elk Arcane shifts away as well, and Shadow's getting poked out between Hans, between Caps. So many projectiles, and there'll be a few more chasing Knight down. Concussive blows so close to ticking, but a Mega Blast Cone gets Knight out of the way, but Elk is far up in the lane. Another target now found, an Arcane shift, and maybe a flash coming through, but from an angle, Broken Blade shows up and sends BLG into the dirt.
Shadow is taking the enemy blue buff, so should be Baron for G2.
Broken Blade's going to add a turret to it soon as well. A defining moment in this game.
Ready from Worlds 2025. I mean, G2 are certainly looking like they're going to push them there with the Baron buff plus the Dragon Soul. It's a good point about the gold, though. The engages from BLG right before a lot of these objectives, like one of the earlier Dragons, going in onto the Braum, and then having Bingo in as well, and then the previous one with Shadow jumping in, getting deleted, have been really rough for BLG. And so G2, I think if they just remain calm, okay.
Solar Flare, that's not calm. It's Zenith's blade. Good disengage. Shane's Corruption hits the back line, though. And on, close to dying, will die first. The supreme display of talent ain't that good. And Ben as well in the front line's getting shredded. G2 believe, and so do Europe. They're seeing the end. They're seeing the wall. The combination's there. A triple about to turn deadlier into a quadra for Skewmon, who has been riding EU high this whole damn year.
G2, they're gonna finish it right now. Hysterics, Baron buff on, they can push for the win.
We didn't believe. We said today was a stomp that the 1-1s were just letting us down. 100 Thieves did it, so we ask, why couldn't G2, the first seed of EU, is on his court and he's fountain by a damn ice wall, brought out this Anivia pick, brought out a wild card, and in true Caps fashion, he does not let us down. G2 are going to move to 2-1, and China is upset. BLG in the dirt again, and G2 freaking did it.
He is our quickest Senna stacker. We constantly are tracking our soul stacking.
It's a nice title.
And he jungle invader. So, and he has a purchase advantage.
Yep.
So here comes the dive.
And onto Zeka, the flash, matched by the other flash. No seismic shot, but it won't matter. The poke enough, Zeka can't get home. And first blood goes over to River.
Oh, and there's no answer back either, even with the tower shots. All three flashes from 100 Thieves invested here.
But onto Zaze, he's not going to pull the trigger. They're wary about this dragon, even though there is a Pantheon topside as Culling comes through. Minion wave in the way, going to soak quite a bit here from FBI, and they have sustain, so they're okay. Onto Delight, though, hang on. Viper's got no mana. He's going to be chained down. The wall's up in the way, but all they need is a couple more autos. Delight flashes match there. Kobe jumps for joy, but it ain't over yet as FBI gets the first one. Dragon now started by 100 Thieves. They want to take this too.
The call is FBI, open up! Here comes the dragon fight, though.
It's an ultimate melee range. Hang on, is it too early? The Sky, rather, the darkness comes through, but it ain't enough. The shove back too good from Quid, but Zayas is tanky. Dokla in the all-out flushes out from a decimating smash, and Harmon Alive come in to take the dragon by force.
Oh, we're having some fun, but HLE in the end, they get the objective. I am a little worried since FBI flashed for the kill, so no flash on the Senna could be punishable, and Sion from the top side is a little...
Bennett has all these steals with the smite. That's one down. There's the engage. 100 Thieves started off into a mosh pit. We begin. Peanut pulls out the crescent guard, but he's getting hit hard. Dokla comes in, CCs while FBI uses his last breath to do the same. Quid with the Weaver's Wall with the Culling, running into River. He shields for now, but he's one auto away as Zaz pumps him. A good shuffle from Zeka as 100 Thieves went into that mosh pit confidently, but walk away as 100 Thieves have also got Dokla on the exit path. Humble Alive going to take the rest of the grubs.
Yeah, I don't think you want to go into a mosh pit versus a Sion and a Braum.
No.
And Dokla's got nowhere to go.
Winter Spike, concussive blows. He gets stunned up. His Pathmaker won't save his life. Viper picks up the kill.
And so then they didn't even shove him back, and it was just instantly in HLE's favor. So even though Braum and Lucian ultimates were used. Wait, 100 Thieves are... Is Dokla actually trying to pincer here?
It's a fight. Decimating Smash tags him on the outside, though. Swine's going to come down, and second dragon here for Humwell Life. 100 Thieves are separated. As you said, Ayla with no ulti. That's a lockdown on Delight. Peanut, Crescent guards between three, and it's just perfect. Zeka to lay her down as well with the cow sinking in first. Meanwhile, blocking is Delight so that no range can be a fright. The shove avoided as Zeka gets Quid's flash, but 100 Thieves once again are sent packing as they'd left to defend mid after the dragon lost.
Peanut with his 1,000th international assist as well.
Very nice.
In possibly the final year. Rift Trail does go down. I have a feeling that Peanut will get some more assists throughout this game as well. HLE not done taking down champions. No. So single to Leah pushing does not even...
Probably not close.
Yeah.
Yeah. see what the trade actually looks like. Ayla getting chunked by Viper. Delight pulls out the Glacial Fissure again. Remember, he can block this. The Dawning Shadow flies in, but OPLoLReplay feels so confident they can just send it. Zayas once again chunks with the ulti as Dokla wants something from Zeka, but Shifting Sands gets Zeka out of harm's way. He can outrange us. He can walk out. It doesn't matter because the rest of 100 Thieves in mid lane are getting assaulted. Zayas standing up to the turret. He cares not, taking 4 shots with the Herald getting spawned and tempo being dropped by OPLoLReplay hard. Oh. That hurt. Zayas just
hey,
took a mega
don't
blast
do that. That's mean.
He has assassinated with this Scion, this full tank Scion.
Q, instantly delete.
We're fighting again. I feel like 100 Thieves want to contest this as much as they can, get towards that dragon, but there is no way. Ayla caught out, and OPLoLReplay just open up this third dragon with ease. 5,000 is the gold lead.
Already 4.7 thousand gold lead plus the dragons, plus are about to kill another one.
Yeah, I'll try for the delusion. The problem is, this keeps happening. Zayas is trying to set an all-time record for damage done by a Scion in the first 20 minutes of the game.
I like that. Let's track this.
Well,
you know, how many all-time most kills by a Scion as well?
Surely.
He could get that. Basically what you do, you pick a target.
Yep.
Usually you want to pick a target that's got an objective bounty, but I don't know if you can ever kill Zayas. Maybe we can.
We might get an answer. Seismic
They've
shove.
got objective bounty.
You see it. You want to see it. Dawning Shadow as well helps out. Ayla's also sent away Viper. You believe Kobe? Because with Zayas ulting in, he might be a free target for Quid. Meanwhile, the rest of the fight is going Dokla's way as he runs into Zeka. I say that, but Viper still just not dying. He all out as Dokla goes in the bush. Held out. Zeka as well. Spaces River. And OPLoLReplay, it's the sketchiest fight. But even that is too much to ask for. OPLoLReplay Zayas is godlike. It just keeps getting better, no matter how much 100 Thieves find an avenue. Zeka will also see FBI flash away. He survives for now, but that Arakan will add gold right into the ground.
Yep, Otacon for HLE, the tower on top side. FBI is trying. Not a lot that they can do about it, though. All right, HLE looking pretty dang good here.
Teleported like straight away as well. Zayas now at 7. We're going to have to get a record on this thing because he's just under turret for now. Zeka coming to help him out. Much like he helped out Viper before, he's going to help out his top lane. Seismic shove avoided with good time. Zonya's unstoppable onslaught meanwhile. And these shove backs from Zeka are crystal clean. The Dawning Shadow enables the chase from Dokla, but way too deep. With a Winter's Bite over the wall, sets up for Viper to just take on the rest of the team. 100 Thieves will not feel safe under their own inhibitor turret. OPLoLReplay are putting on a display in Beijing.
Okay, but can they get Quid one more time, though? Huh?
Maybe not. Maybe that's the win for 100 Thieves, but OPLoLReplay at 12k gold lead. These fights are literally just showing some hand stiff.
Yeah. We'll probably take another look at that one, but HLE, they destroy the base, at least the bottom inhibitor. Can we get a Gamba in the chat for people guessing?
Oh, yeah.
What he's going to end with?
What is the damage?
I will say, the hardest part about him getting more kills is Viper and Zeka just taking all the kills.
Yeah.
Good luck, Zayas. I'm rooting. Well, I'm still rooting for Thieves, but I'm also rooting for Zayas.
You walked into that one. It's hard. It's a hard game for NA fans. There were some great moments at the start, but it's like OPLoLReplay these fights.
Is he going to go 9?
Getting better and better.
Is he going to get 9?
He's looking for a decimating smash with Unbreakable Will. That Alistar dies to Delight. What are you doing, Delight? Zayas is here to set a record even further down as Winter's Bite again, concussive blows. Zeka's just ordering attack River. And away and away and away he goes. Seismic shove. Zayas is getting zoned out by 2 as Peanut takes down the enemy jungler. Another great ulti it would have been, but a blast cone saves the day. Meanwhile, mid is another great play for OPLoLReplay, and Zayas is teleporting in. Kobe culling onto Quid. 100 Thieves try as they might. The might of OPLoLReplay is just too much. Zayas is going to die eventually after taking 10 turret shots. But the LCK's second seed step up in a big way. Zayas sets an international record on Scion, and their just desserts are moving to 2-1. OPLoLReplay big on the board.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.